What's going on, guys? So I'm finally starting to not feel tired from that Texas trip, and that means I'm gonna start working on the RX-7 again. I still have some customer stuff I gotta do today too, but I just wanted to make this video really quick because I wanna do a compression test on the RX-7. So if anybody does not know, this is a 5.3. It is a Gen 3 motor. It does have Gen 4 pistons and rods. It has the stock 862 heads, and it also has just some Summit dual valve springs in it. It has the ARP head studs and has some LS9 gaskets. Now, we gapped this motor really loose, and that may be a reason why. I found some oil on one of the plugs on cylinder number 2. It was actually, yeah, on cylinder number 2, there was some oil on the plug when we pulled and changed the plugs in Texas. Now, it's not that concerning because the car runs fine, but I've never tested the compression in it, so I want to go ahead and check it. Anyways, we'll get to that here in just a second. I did mention in the last video for a little bit that I did get some t-shirts. These are the front of them. And look, even Lucy's got a shirt, huh, Lucy? What you doing, Lucy? Like your shirt? Lucy, what you doing? What you doing, Lucy? Sit down. Can you paw? Good girl. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you guys because it just hit 60K on YouTube. That is awesome. And because of that, I am going to be doing a giveaway on my Instagram and my Facebook. I'm going to be giving away 3 shirts on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you want to win a t-shirt, go to Instagram or Facebook. You'll see the post. It'll tell you what to do. Anyways, just wanted to say, if you guys want a t-shirt, you want to support the channel, go get one. The link is down below in the description. It'll help put a cage in the RX-7, and I know all of y'all have been wanting that to happen. So anyways, just wanted to mention the t-shirts. Also wanted to say a big shout out to T-Shirt Labs over in Florida. They're the ones who did this and did the print. It looks awesome. They did a hell of a job. Be sure to go check them out too because they hooked your boy up. Also, the t-shirts from Friday until Sunday, I'll be giving you guys the option to have a signature on your t-shirt. So obviously I will sign your t-shirt. If you guys want to support, go get a t-shirt. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all for 60K. Also, don't forget to go to my Instagram and Facebook and check that out. So thank you guys. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all are the best. It's been crazy how the YouTube channel's been doing lately, and I just wanted to say thank you guys. So let's go ahead and get started on compression checking the RX-7. Got my good old Harbor Freight compression tester right here. Now I don't know, I just got this. I don't know if this thing holds the air in it after you're done cranking. So I'm only here by myself right now. I was gonna have Wyatt come over and help me, but I am gonna go ahead and try and just crank this at first and see if it'll hold the PSI in it, so that way it's easier to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling all the plugs out of the motor, and also I will be unplugging all of the injectors that are here. Pretty simple. This Holly harness is really easy, and then of course be unplugging the coil pack that's here. If I can do it with one hand. Yeah, not gonna be able to do it with one hand, but just gotta unplug that coil pack that goes to the harness on the coils. I'm honestly kind of curious to see what kind of numbers this is gonna have. Now this is gonna be cold, obviously, so I mean, it shouldn't matter all that much. I just want them, hopefully they're just all really similar to each other. We did gap this really loose. I think we did like 32, 34, and a couple of them were over that feeler gauge. I don't really care what the numbers are. It just gives us a good baseline, so that way, if we ever think the motor is hurt, I can go ahead and check the compression, and I know what they roughly should be, or what one cylinder roughly should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and like mark them all down and save them all. So that way, if we ever have an issue, we will know. Anyways, enough talking. Let's start this time lapse of pulling the plugs out right now. One side down, one more to go. This side right here was the hard side. This side is super easy. It's really not that hard when the motor is cold. So, yep, get these ones done and let's start compression checking it. I got all 8 plugs out. As you can see, number 1 still has some oil on it. Showed you guys in the time lapse there. I don't know, I'm not too worried about it, but it could just maybe be like a valve seal or something like that. I did go ahead and unplug the coils and the injectors on this side and on that side, obviously, as I showed earlier. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and set the tripod up and then go crank it over and see what numbers we get. Got all the plugs back in the car. Just need to go ahead and plug in the coils, the injectors. Got all the injectors plugged in now. It's all good to go. Now another thing I was gonna mention too, I may find a water box, like a water reservoir for the rear with a pump, and then actually make my intercooler into an air to water and just put the water end tanks here. So instead of the air flowing through it, I will have the water flowing through it. I say that because next week on Wednesday, I plan on going to Vandermeer. I'm gonna try and get that done before I head out there, because down in Texas, the intake air temps weren't super hot, but they're getting up to like 140-ish, 150-ish, and I have it pulling some timing out of it when it gets that hot, just because I want it to be safe on it. Now looking at the plugs too, I've asked a couple of my friends, sent some pictures of the plugs to them. They're saying it looks like it could take at least another degree or two, if not more. So I am going to give it probably half a degree or a degree. Also, now I'm starting to think about it. I'm gonna pull up the logs and double check again, but I'm actually curious how much timing it was pulling out in Texas, because maybe that's why it was running slower as I was turning it up. Maybe it wasn't a converter issue, because the RPM, it wasn't like hanging RPM or nothing weird like that. So that's some plans that I got going before Wednesday. I'm gonna try and make it to the test and tune out there, see if we can go 5s in the 1/8. This thing can do it, I know it can do it. It's just trying to get the pass and get everything perfect for it. So I'm also gonna try and leave with 10 pounds of boost and give it like no ramp basically and see what it does. But as far as the compression results, as you guys could see, they're roughly 110 to 115, somewhere in there. It is kind of low. Now remember, the motor is cold, so we did gap these really loose, and that could be why. I'm just glad that they're all within like 5% of each other, 10% of each other. So they're all really close to each other, so that's good. I ain't worried about how low they are. I'm still gonna send this motor until it blows up. So maybe once I figure out the intake air temp issues, I will crank it up. If we can get it to stay like 80 to 100 degrees for the intake air temps, we'll crank this bitch up and just YOLO this bottom end. So compression results weren't bad. I was kind of scared about that one plug, but it looks fine. No big issues with it. It was a little dirty, but I'm still gonna send it. It still sounds like it's running on that cylinder. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go get a t-shirt if you want a damn t-shirt. Support us, you know, do the damn thing. You guys are awesome. Don't forget, go check out my Instagram, Facebook for that giveaway. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys, bye.